following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
He is reviled. We don't want that. We're the good guys. And I detect a few people in this room actually believe that is true. That is good. Yes, I know you're one of them. Don't have to show off.
I had a question, sorry.
I'm sorry, I've outed you.
Why is the American press working against the American government in such a way?
The short answer is liberalist ideals. In some ways they work with us quite well, but occasionally they need to make examples in order to get people to keep reading their papers. Fear-mongering is part of that. It's a trade-off. Also, the freedom of the press is a thing, and they don't like mutants, but they do like the DMV, so it's a thin edge. At the moment, one of their reporters has a bug up her ass about one of our... has a minor issue with one of our operatives, and has decided to target her, being completely ignorant of the actual nature of her powers and what she must do to preserve them. And they don't ever need to know that. Frankly, it is none of the press's or anyone else's business what that operative chooses to do in their own time. But a personal agenda has been raised there, clearly. We cannot move against it. It would be seen as a government agency attacking the freedom of the press. This has happened before. They will take it that way, or at least pretend to. It is an unfortunate and uneasy alliance. Mostly, what you can read in the newspaper has some truth in it. They're not that lost to everything yet. I hope that helps, but the reality is that these are still normal people who work for these places, and they have their own thoughts and their own agendas, and they use their position, like, say, some politicians are tempted into corruption. It is the same with anyone, really. That's why your ethics class is so important here. You have a lot of power. Some of you have tremendous amounts of power. Yes.
What about when one branch of the press contradicts the others? Say, for example, the Cold Rocks Post has a very different point of view than the Warrior.
See, this is a common misconception. You say one branch. They're not really a unified organization.
Exactly.
They're like individuals with opposing thoughts and viewpoints. This is what freedom of speech is. The First Amendment protects them in that manner.
So we have to balance them all despite the fact that they're...
What we usually try to do in the PR department is determine which is the most resonance with the populace and edge on the side of that one. Currently, the Warrior is considered fringe and extremist, so we do not really attempt to placate them. Their inane ramblings only reinforce the truths we are creating. For example, the world does not need to know that you are basically tortured on a daily basis inside the danger room and other exercises in order to fulminate your abilities and control them. They do not need to ever know that you are put in constant danger by being put with a walking anger bomb and whatever Miss Mutters in the back is. They don't need to know that. It would harm them. However, these are necessary things to bring yourselves out. Facilities like this would become targets for hate mobs. People do not like the ideas of mutants getting together, realizing that they are not garbage. There's a lot of parallels with segregationists. A lot of what we have to do is perception management, and it is an unfortunate necessity. I don't need to like it, but it is the way it has to be. Yes? You are going to have another question.
I was about to say, so long story short, we deflect the answers and let professionals at the top deal with the press.
If you excel in this class, you may be given license to speak on that behalf. It's really about eruditeness and perception. Now let's begin anyway.
I just have a question. I was looking at these papers, and where would an example of deflection regarding this agent would be?
Oh, you won't find it in the paper. The example of deflection is when they approach her for comment on these things. She professionally and calmly refers them to our PR department.
And they write it out of the articles.
And they write it out of the articles, yes.
I'm guessing that hasn't happened yet, Sugar.
Ms. Lewis is a consummate professional. One of the more powerful elements we have at our disposal. But the manner in which she employs her abilities is inherently unfortunate given this, what was it called, a hate boner this reporter seems to have. Now, rest assured, we do also have influence at the most stone-barked levels of that publication, and eventually our pressure will lead to a change. It is obviously unacceptable for this kind of unfounded smear campaign.
Exactly what I thought. Press should be working for the American government, not against it.
Take the example of a recent hero, Xander Magruder, not a member of the DMV at all, but recently performed an extraordinary act which had positive effects. Here, the original article that the Post was going to run was written by someone who hated the member of that family that was not him. They had a personal previous vendetta. It was a slam piece about collaboration. This was obviously unacceptable. Pressure was brought to bear to report simply the facts. Frankly, it would have been defamation. Completely unfounded. These things happen over time, but however, some reporters seem to be scandalous, and that kind of article draws readers. Takes longer.
So, are we going to cover the things that we should say about the camp?
Yes, we are. And then the lesson begins. So you can all roll intelligence to absorb the lesson. And don't worry, you're going to have many, many classes.
Is this camp actually made public knowledge? Or?
No, no one knows about this.
Okay.
Shamakonda is an Indian reserve, and they keep the secret well.
Because I was like, we have the holographic entrance, so I'm guessing it's all,
It is not public knowledge that there is a DMV training facility like this at all.
I got a 10.
I got a 10, right down the middle.
Okay, yeah, you're going to need more classes, but you kind of get the idea that they're going for.
Can I roll insight to make it better too? Because it's a civics kind of class. Can I use insight?
It's about absorbing it intellectually. Alright. And your next class is combat. So you can make some physical rolls to learn combat.
Oh yeah! 19 on the die.
Alright, you've absorbed your combat lesson for the day.
11 and 2,
My specialty.
13.
Following that is a free period where you may interact with others.
Okay.
Jen, what are you doing, girl? You were hiding at the back during the classes.
I need to go.
Did she do this after all the exercises?
How would I know? She's never done an exercise before.
Oh. Oh, right. We're going to have to do something, otherwise she is going to have a meltdown.
Yeah, I don't actually see any kind of powers whatsoever here, so I think it's a little unfair to throw... She's a Keter? Really? Or does she, like, explode when she gets hurt or something? I don't know.
Well, we to be fair, we already got one of those, so twice the work for the same problem. That wouldn't be too bad.
Well,
just
I'll talk with her later. We do share a room.
I mean, if nothing else, we can arrange something. I mean, we could do like a pool party or something to just take her mind off it.
So, what are you planning on doing with your free time?
I'm going to go to that to that place to get...
Well, the student shop.
Yes, to specify what I want for my training uniform. And it's basically the same thing that I think
No, you roll up to the
Titanium basically has.
You roll up to the student shop, and there is a nondescript, faceless humanoid sitting behind the counter.
Hey there, honey, I'd like to get a replacement for these rags.
You wish to specify your clothing options?
Yeah. Athletic shorts, sports bra,
Little touch screen of various things.
some sneakers.
Your provided workout equipment will be specified to these guys. It will take 3 days for the changes to cycle.
I'll get an optional just like jacket too in case there's super cold weather for one reason or another. So I'm prepared, but I don't always have to wear it.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm going to look for Titanium and see if she wants to spar or play in one of the centers, just because she hits really hard, so I want to see how tough I can take it, and then just trade blows with her.
Yep, you can do that. She's harder than you. I'm not sure that's actually the way it works, but it probably should be. Yep, that happens.
Ow! Okay. You are a good training partner. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's really annoying how you keep tripping me. That's really annoying. I need to learn how to deal with that.
Oh, actually, I'm going to order a swimsuit as well because I don't have. Unless one's
Style? There's everything from very standard to extremely bizarre.
two-piece, but not like bikini, just
Somewhere in the middle there.
And then I ordered that too because I was going to go for a swim, and then I realised why I don't have swim gear.
It sounds like a you problem.
And now I've ordered. How does this? Does this just get charged to my account, or
It is provided as part of your study materials.
Okay. And I'll go to the gym.
Have a pleasant day.
Then, the rest of my session, I will start stalking and transforming into things and following Jennifer around like another trash can.
Will that allow?
Sneaky.
17.
Your stealth must be amazing.
The thing is, it's up to the game master's discretion, but if conditions are met for turning into objects in the right environment that aren't suspicious, I get a plus 20 on stealth or deception.
Yeah, for example, I would have to make a special perception check first to determine, wait, there shouldn't be two trash cans right beside each other.
Yeah.
Which would then negate that 20 if that's successful. But if it's not, then it's like, oh yes, trash can's supposed to be there. And that's a plus 20. Effectively, I'm just going to treat it like, if they don't cotton on to the idea that there shouldn't be two lamps right beside each other, then that just works.
Yeah.
So why is there a tiki totem pole just sitting in the hallway?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that would just fail.
Yeah,
because it's not supposed to be
So
there.
that's either 22 or 42.
Yeah. But she doesn't seem to notice you.
Yeah.
But she seems very upset. Like, she makes a phone call at one point from the kiosk, and she's just like, "Hi, Mum, can I talk to Dad?" And she hangs up and cries for a bit, and then wanders off. And she goes up to the staff level and goes into the office where you can't really follow her subtly.
Yeah.
She goes to talk to the staff for a bit. I'll get back to you when she comes out. So what are you doing after that?
Jim?
Jim is not a student here. Oh, Jim!
Gime.
Gime! Oh, a Gime!
Like a book gym, but without the books.
Oh.
Like a workout gear
Okay.
gym.
Roll a D12 or a D20 and just keep doing it until you come to a number that's 12 or less. Fours do count.
I cannot see my 12, so I'll just roll a 20.
I should probably throw the lights on, huh? Someone hit the switch? I'll do it. I need to get up and
I got a nat 20. That was wasted.
bank it.
Okay. You are banked. I'm going to see if I can actually find that 12. There it is. 11.
Are you serious?
Why, is that Jennifer?
No, it's Dixie Midnight.
Oh, okay.
She's running around the gym on the little track that runs around it. Oh, hey, new girl.
Need a running partner, Sugar?
I was just about to stop,
Oh.
because I have the stamina of a small child.
If you swapped bodies with me, would you still...
I don't actually get properties.
Oh, okay.
We only physically swap our appearance. So you'd still have all of your buff, sexy muscle. And I would still have the lifting power of a paper fork.
I just didn't know if you'd be able to learn things
No, I can't.
through it. Because I thought I might have been able to help you, girl, but oh well.
We're all helping ourselves here. I've got a program for this. Do X amount of everything every day, and then that's what we're here for. Actually, I'm here more for the classes. I figured I'm probably going to end up in some kind of administrative position. Or, but, the body swap thing people think is useful.
Well, I think so. You'd be able to...
I mean, it was useful there. I was able to become little duplicate titaniums and then knock myself out, which is a creepy feeling.
Yeah, what was that like?
It's not fun.
When you get knocked out, do you immediately just come back as into your own body? And then...
Yeah, when I'm unconscious, that's how it worked. My power...
Is that tiring? Does
Yeah.
knocking yourself out actually takes a bit out of you too, I'm guessing?
I mean, like slamming my head into a wall a bit.
See, I would peg you as somebody that they'd have would just scope out a place and then look at a guard and then become the guard.
See, that's the first thing they said was just like, well, you'd be good for infiltration, but I need to bring my whole fitness level up to be able to join an infiltrator team. I mean, no blue gloves for me.
We can't just... what's your eating habits like, if you don't mind my asking?
Salads, eggs, that sort of thing.
Well, you need to get some red meat into you, girl.
Really? Killing an animal?
I mean, we're omnivores.
Also, meat? Now? Impossible find a Soviete Ormstay.
Pardon?
The Soviet storms killed most of the animals, remember?
Oh, yeah, but... I know that's tough, but you need to get something to actually put some meat on your bones, and salads ain't going to do that. All you're doing is tiring yourself out because you don't have enough iron in your body to turn into muscle.
I guess. I mean, I'll just eat what they put in front of me, though.
You didn't get these guns by eating salads, honey.
No! Anyway, I'd better keep at it. Have you seen Dix around? Tell him to stop being an ass.
Is he going to listen?
No, but tell him.
I don't even need to tell him, do I? I just need to see him, and he'll be like, my sister told you to stop.
No, it's important to say things to him, otherwise he lapses into a non-communicative mode where he just knows what you're going to say and just gives you little answers beforehand. It's socially destructive to him.
Good to know. Well, I'll let him know if I see him. I assume he'll know what I mean by you being an ass.
He'll know.
Is this about the fact that he felt like completely useless in that environmental room?
Just needs to find an application for himself.
I mean, maybe he could, there are smart people there who know how to deal with situations. Maybe he's
been expressly forbidden from cheating the system by using the observer's thoughts.
No, I mean fellow students. If he taps into somebody who knows how to handle the situation, then he'll know how to handle the situation himself.
That is actually We mean clever. Still tell him he's an ass, though.
I will. But I'll also tell him that. Oh well. Time for a few laps myself in these, what's left of this outfit.
So she eventually comes out of the offices just looking calmer, and then heads down to the residence level, and then goes into her room.
I want to probe her room to see whether it's like hermetically sealed or whether you can like 2-dimension sneak in under the door.
Okay, so both the Keter rooms are built broadly the same in that they are thicker and completely airtight. There is like also an obvious like isolated ventilation system. They have smaller. They don't like most rooms have like huge wall-sized windows that you can shutter. These have like smaller windows that look really thick, and the edges are like submarine reinforced there. And there's an airlock system door. It's like, you know, the Keter is not just a fun word to throw around, it's a serious assignation.
If I look through the little windows, is her roomie in there already?
No.
I'm probably going to go looking for her.
Okay. You will find Titanium playing the arcade game.
Hi!
Yeah. Now it is my turn, ghosts. Yes, I will consume you as you have done so many times. Like pellets you are that are small, blue, and movie.
Hey, I just tailed your roommate around for a bit.
God! Hi! Oh, sorry, hi.
Yeah, I was tailing your roommate around.
Creepy.
I was a little bit worried, but she tried to make a phone call that lasted all of about 4 seconds, and then she was crying.
The call to home. She's made that already.
And then she went back up to the staff office.
She's already standing up. I'd better go. Let me guess. Bedroom?
Bedroom.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Breakfast. You're alright. Creepy, but alright.
I get that a lot.
I was stalking your roommate. And while
It was good practice.
And while I was stalking her, she did the following creepy things. And you might want to check up on her, because she seems pretty sad. I'm off to stalk someone else now. Goodbye.
Well, when you put it that way.
One of my abilities is the ability to put a finger into a mechanical key lock.
Yep.
And I'm going to just... I haven't really had one of these to play with before. Quarter.
Yep. Yep, okay.
Lots of credits.
Yeah, you can play some Pac-Man.
No, just it was interesting me to see if that worked there and head to the gym to like absorb a whole bunch of the dumbbell weights and sit there and just be like,
I'm not sure it'll do anything for you, but okay. Because you don't have a muscular system.
that or does the place have like a coffee drinking area where there are like the
Yeah, of course.
magazines and celebrities?
It's actually detailed on one of those things. There's a little lounge. I think it's like level 1. There's
Yeah.
like a little lounge area.
At some point there, he will be just sitting there with the celebrity magazines. It's like, got to create like a good PR image and stuff like that. And then it's got to be like, big black dude. Bigger black dude. But it has to be a charming and funny black dude. Eventually arriving at Terry Crews.
Yes, yeah, it's level 4.
Oh, okay.
It takes up a good chunk of the...
Oh, that's the mess hall. There's actually like a little lounge area cut out of the top level. You'll notice there's like a little indent on the right-hand side. Near the there's a little indent. That's actually like a little lounge area. There's like some seats, a coffee thing, potted plants, and that. The roof is open again, and there's just like, there's a soft breeze, there's warm sunlight. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, so you go there. There are 1 or 2 people there.
Hey, sup? You guys enjoying coffee or something?
Yes, says Johnny Lightning. I'm actually amazed I'm able to get a decent Vienna blend here.
That sounds really amazing, but I mean, all coffee is basically the same to me. No taste.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, it means I could drink the cheap stuff. Assuming caffeine has an effect on me.
So tell me, what did you do before you were you?
College. Well, I went to high school, and that's about it.
Ah, high school. Yes. I also, perhaps not the same one though. I attended Truman High.
Richard Milhouse Nixon.
Unfortunate.
Hence why I knew Hot Rod.
Do they even have any teachers left?
Honestly, I wasn't really left in a state where I worried about that.
It is English.
This has certainly been an interesting experience. How have you found your first few days here?
Oh, it was this. I mean, the titanium thing, I thought that was pretty fucking cool. You know, we went up, like, beating up hundreds of titanium.
Ah, yes.
It was pretty rough, but that was cool, Bogo.
Indeed. Although perhaps a little unfortunate for some of the softer members of the group. I think one of your compatriots in the new class is taking things rather difficultly.
Yeah, kind of tag teaming up with Titanium to see if we can look out for her a little bit.
Be careful. Remember, she is a mutant and therefore very, very dangerous.
Yes. And I'm working on being dangerous myself, but in a more controlled and likable fashion.
Yes.
10% more Terry Crews.
Excuse me, I must go. Puts it into the recycler. Michael Weeks is the other one there, and he has a literally huge encyclopedia, like shielding him from the world.
Hey man! Hey man, what you reading?
Dun, 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 dun. He is Rock Bravestone again.
Hey man, what you reading?
Well, reading. Las Umbras Paternica, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It does not matter what its name is.
You want to go down to the gym and lift some heavy weights?
Hell yeah. Hey, does that even do anything for you?
Fucked if I know.
Let's find out.
Yeah!
Like your enthusiasm.
Forward!
The Rock and Terry Crews.
Yeah, you guys will hit the gym. She's already there, I'm guessing.
I was doing my laps around that. You said there was that track around it, so yeah.
Yep. You were there, and Stephanie is also in the gym.
Wait. Do you think we could save time if we could actually, like, lift the rack or a piece of the gym equipment? That's got to be pretty heavy, right? See? It's not that bad.
Well, it's good that you're having fun.
I am having fun!
Are you though?
Let's see how fast we can run.
He's pretty fast.
Do you run? What do you roll? I've seen you roll more than anything.
Giant black dude.
Okay.
Mind you, he's walked in with the hotness. You probably haven't even seen giant Terry Crews yet.
Did you get hot in this, Jim?
Yes, it did.
Stephanie's just like, it was hot the moment I got here.